Welcome back. It is back day. Workout 4 out of 5. I do 5 workouts a week. The last one is arms, so tomorrow is arm day. And I don't really count that as a workout day exactly. It's more of like an overflow day to me, just conceptually as I think about it. Today is kind of like my last major workout day, and then tomorrow, biceps and triceps. I don't do shoulders. I never work out my forearms. I never do abs. So it's just like a 4 workouts tomorrow instead of the usual 5. I usually do 5 workouts on like a real day such as this. So it's back day, 3 back workouts, 2 shoulder workouts, whatever, something like that. I think I might even be doing a bicep workout today. Yeah. So I'm here pretty early. I woke up early, got ready nice and quick. I went to bed early yesterday as well, which was really nice. Earlier than usual. Still not as early as I probably need. I don't know how much sleep I got last night. Probably about 7 hours though, which is good. But I did wake up and I was awake. And that's what's also important as a difference. Because usually, if I wake up at 6 a.m., I am just exhausted. But today I woke up and I was kind of like, I was ready, And I'm getting out of the habit of going on my phone in the morning too, which is really important because honestly, I got nothing to do on my phone. Not really. Like, I can check my emails or I can check my work, like, messaging channel. But other than that, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have anybody that texts me or calls me or emails me or anything. I don't have social media on my phone. I don't have anything that I don't have it. You're fine. You're totally fine. Some woman, she was like confused on which way she was supposed to walk. I think because she saw my tripod, she didn't know if it was recording the people behind me or me. That's funny. So, yeah, I got nothing to do on my phone. And phones are good as a tool for communication or something like that. But every now and again, I'll scroll through the App Store. I have an iPhone, but I'll scroll through the App Store and I'll think like, how can I utilize this powerful machine, very powerful computing machine on my phone to actually help me in my life, help me in the ways that I actually need to be better. And oftentimes I find that my phone is like a brick. It's useless, Like, I use it for texting, I use it for videos, like this, and then I'll usually edit on my computer these days, which is much faster and much easier to do than edit a video on my phone. This music's loud. But yeah, let me know maybe if you use your phone in some way, you know what I mean? Like, to really help you out. I use my notes app a lot. I use AI when I need to, maybe think through something. I'll explain an in-depth thing and then usually I'll just get some confirmation bias. I don't really use AI a lot in my life. I'll just kind of, it's a way to get some thoughts out of my head and I can get some feedback. The nice thing about using an AI bot like ChatGPT, Gemini by Google, is that what I'll do is I'll tell it everything, that I'm thinking about for something, right? And then I'll say, show me where I'm wrong, or I'll prompt it specifically. I'll say, I need you to act as, an instigator. I need you to actively push back on what I'm thinking and argue with me. So, I'm forcing it to make me think and give me different perspectives. Or sometimes if I ask it for book recommendations, I say, I'm interested in this topic. Give me some book recommendations. And it'll give me some recommendations, and then I think to myself, well, you know what, these books, if I read these books, those books are also confirmation bias. They are, it's some type of value that I'm interested in, such as, like political, government, history, some perspective where I'm asking for book recommendations that I can learn more about what I already believe. And so then I'll ask, okay, now these books are basically just going to give me more, I don't want to say data exactly, but it's like, let's say I'm in an argument with someone and I have certain beliefs. And I can say, well, listen, I've read 20 books about this, and here's every single thing that backs me up on my beliefs. Well, have I read 20 books that oppose my beliefs, and then do I still feel the same? So, using AI to actively push back on what you're saying or some stuff like that, and show some type of fallacy that you may have. Because also what you can do is you can tell the AI, you can say, here's all the information about me. Give it like a decent sized autobiography. You can say, here's my achievements, here's my beliefs, here's my values, here's what I've done in my life, here's what I want to do in my life, here's, I think humanity like this, I think life like this should be lived like this, here's my beliefs about personal success or stuff like that. And then you can say, now, show me, where I contradict myself. You can have it be a critic for you, but you have to prompt it like that. And that's what I find valuable. But anyway, yeah, so for my phone, I don't really find myself, needing my phone for much at all. Like, for as computationally powerful as my phone is, I will rarely push it to that limit. I text, I call, I go on emails, and like, that's mostly it. So it's like I don't actually need a phone as powerful as this, except for the video though. The video is important. I do have the iPhone 15 Pro Max to take good videos, because this is like my main thing for my YouTube. I don't like having a camera, like a real Sony camera, because I can control this camera with my watch. I can start, stop. And, with a camera, I'm kind of limited to one lens. This one I can flip between a fisheye and a, more zoomed in, like the 5x zoom. And usually a fisheye and a 5x zoom optical would take a lens change. So that's why I do prefer using a phone. Anyway, that's a huge rant, and I am, I need to start my workout now. We are now on to machine rows, and yeah, I talked for quite a bit of time in that first clip. It was about 8 minutes, and I try to keep below 10 or around 12, because otherwise I don't have enough workout clips to cover over the talking clips. But I do actually record almost every single set that I do. Sometimes I'll miss 1 or 2 sets for recording, but especially if I'm doing a warm-up. But I do like doing that, because that way, if my coach wants to watch or anything like that, you can actually watch every single workout, like every single set, every single rep that I do while I'm in the gym, which I think is cool for the video. You can really see the complete workout, because some people, and including myself in the past, I will only record like 1 or 2 working sets, where now you get to see every single working set, almost every single work or warm up. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. We're doing 155 here on rows. I've been doing a couple extra sets today. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit down today, just because I feel a little bit extra alone. Not alone, but it's tough to be not entirely independent, It's like there are some things that I just can't do alone, and that's what makes me feel alone, in a way. It's not, maybe just not alone, well, maybe alone, because it's like I absolutely need help in some situations if I want to do certain things. But, who's there for me? Like my family is there, my friends are there for me in some situations, but I can't have somebody to like be my slave, to help me and be there for me and do exactly what I need to be done in terms of the things that I can't do, if that makes sense. So, I can't think of an example right now, but it's tough to think like, okay, if I want to do something, I will need to have somebody with me, and they're going to have to be 100% dedicated and focused on me. You know, it's going to be about me. So if they do something with me, it's more about them being there as a caregiver, as a helper, rather than us being together doing something together. You know, and that's what makes me feel maybe just kind of dependent or alone in a way, because I don't really have somebody like that, and I don't think I'll ever have somebody like that, because that's essentially a slave. And you know, I don't even want to have somebody like that. You know, when I go to Taiwan with my brother, of course he's there with me to really help me record, but at the same time he's also, like, we're doing a kind of a vacation together. I don't want it to be all about me and all about him helping me at the expense of him having any ability to enjoy it himself. You know what I mean? It's like he's not really there. He's just existing through the camera that's recording me, right? He's focused on me. He's not focused on Taiwan. And I feel really terrible about that. And I can't do it alone, though. Like, I can't record myself. I can't, you know, have a tripod and hold the camera out and record myself like Casey Neistat, because I need my hands to move. So it's a really hard balance, and it makes me feel terrible. Okay, time to work out. And with that, we are done for the day. Whew. Progress. 29 days, I think it's 29, until Mr. Olympia. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be pretty fun. And then life goes on, life continues. Have a good day. I love you. Bye-bye.